Whoa, you're on a different camera now. That's crazy. Welcome to the final of The Apprentice. I'm Mark. We've been watching the entire series. If you want to watch every other episode, just go into the description. There's a playlist of all of them. We're going to sit and we're going to enjoy Dean versus Anisa, pizza versus air conditioning. You're on a different camera because my camera has died. Grab yourself a drink, grab yourself a snack, and let's watch The Apprentice. I want you to tell me, what's the next TV show we need to watch together?
Hello.
Hello.
JOB credit. Fuck off, please. Whoa, Alan's there. Honestly, I kind of assumed that he just wouldn't show up, to be honest. I thought he might just, big screen, do his intro from there. I thought he'd do that.
Come on in, Liam.
Oh.
First time we get to work with each other, eh?
I can only guess that those two have become friends in the course of the social time outside of the actual episodes, because they have, I don't think, ever worked together, but they seem to be such close friends, which is cute to see, to be fair. Liam's definitely grown on me. I think he's a bit of a dud in terms of performance, but he seems actually a really lovely, affable chap.
Jordan.
Dean just going to pick guys?
Mia.
No.
Malika.
No, I think we've got enough people, actually, now I think about it. I can't see what you'd do. So, yeah, no, we've got enough people. Thanks, Nadia.
Nadia.
Thanks, Dean.
Thanks, Dean, for choosing me out of literally nobody else. And choosing me last. Thanks.
Tikka masala one. The current operations is in the kitchen of my dad's restaurant. And it's through dark kitchens. So what a dark kitchen is...
Honestly, it's banging.
It's banging, you say?
Aircon superfan, Dean.
Aircon superfan. Very good narrator. Very good.
I know, Amber Rose, you have experience making videos. I think you'd be a great sub-team leader.
I would be on it.
Yeah, she has experience making ads. Porn ads. We've seen her ads. Just make sure that Gisola's not acting in it, and that it'll be fine. But we've seen the ads she makes. That's not a vote of confidence.
I want people to know that air conditioning is not a luxury anymore. It tells you the room temperature, it tells you the pollution in the air. It's a fan only, if you did want it to be just a fan. It's also got a dehumidifier on there.
I do think that Dean's got a more challenging concept here, because everyone understands food, everyone knows food. So the team around Anisa have an easier job in understanding what it is that they're trying to sell. They've seen it before. This team needs to get their head around a potentially whole new concept, in air conditioning. And I think that's going to be difficult, because they've just been unloaded with all this information. And I think Dean's done a good job in unloading it all. But unloading it and then understanding it are potentially two very different things.
Get the investment right now.
You're already in there, you're cold, core is freezing in here. I turned on my heating ages ago, it should warm up in an hour or so. Really, my air conditioning heats my home in minutes.
So I think this is really interesting as a concept way to do it, that you talk about the almost the opposite of what's expected, and I think it's a good idea. The problem is that most of your customer base are going to be expecting cooling, and that's the main thing you need to sell. I like the idea, but I think they should have gone for cooling, which makes more sense.
Don't you think it's just a little bit, no disrespect, a little bit boring, though?
Nadia's right, though. That was fucking dull.
Who wants to watch such a boring ad? It's not caught them. Within that instance, they're just going to switch the channel over.
Maybe I'm the outlier here. I've said before, maybe I'm the outlier. I don't watch TV for the ads. If there's a bad ad on TV, I probably won't change channel. I just won't pay attention to it. Cycling through the channels interesting. No. Anything interesting? No. TV show, ugh. Ad, no, shit. Good ad, oh, great, yes. I'm not doing that. No one's doing that, are they? I'm not the outlier here, am I? I'm not the weirdo.
That match was so good. Curries on a pizza.
It's not curries on a pizza, though, is it? Because that sounds not that nice. You wouldn't want a really wet, swampy pizza. And that's not what it is. To be absolutely clear and fair to Anisa, that's not what the prospect is. But that's what curry on a pizza sounds like. It sounds like you've got a pizza and you just slathered on a bit of tikka masala.
We've actually come up with a masterpiece here.
They're deluded. They are genuinely deluded. This advert is going to be a fucking disaster.
You see the name and you know it's Indian style pizzas.
Indian style pizzas. Okay. Anisa. Imagine. Anisa, the brand. There's a pizza in there. You've got Anisa's name. Not quite sure what it has to do with curry, but, cross that bridge. I think the pizza bit's the core thing. It's just, it's an Indian take on pizza. Anisa. Anisa is what I'd go for.
So does anyone have any name ideas?
Anisa.
Spice and Sly.
Anisa.
They need to know it's Indian style pizzas.
Anisa.
Zal pizza.
I think it needs a temple on the front or some imagery. I would just chuck the temple on there just to say this is what we're doing.
If I do the Taj Mahal instead.
Yeah.
That doesn't...
Something that takes you to India is the Taj Mahal.
Yeah. I've seen so many Indian restaurants use a Taj Mahal.
Yeah, there's a reason that loads of Indian restaurants use a Taj Mahal. It's iconic and immediately recognisable. Like that's iconography. You use things that are recognisable. There's no point, if I was trying to represent the UK, I'd either do the fucking, Big Ben, House of Parliament, or another London landmark. I wouldn't be like, there's this really cool shop in Exeter that looks cool. No one knows about it, but, looks fucking sick. I use that. I'm not going to. It makes no sense because no one knows it. So it's useless as an icon.
We don't have time. I want the whole box to be yellow. On the side, that flower pattern.
Yeah.
I know it's so basic right now, but we don't have time.
1 minute.
I'm actually annoyed though because, again, why are they so time limited? This feels so rushed. This is her brand. They already both have brands, so whatever. But also, if this is genuinely her new brand, then why would you rush it? And I don't understand why they're being made to rush it either. That does not look like the Taj Mahal. Well, maybe it does. I don't associate that with the Taj Mahal, to be completely honest. I don't think that looks enough like it. That doesn't scream Indian pizza to me. I read the Zal as basically the ZA of pizza. And maybe, I'm just out of touch. That's completely plausible. But I don't read Zal as, okay, that's going to be an Indian pizza fusion. I read that as it's someone's name and it's pizza related.
I think once it's printed, it will look better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once it's printed, it will look better for sure. Because those monitors they have in this creative agency, they won't be calibrated to look exactly like the real thing. Oh no, you're right. They will be. Oh, phew. It's all good. Malika is acting. She's got a GCSE in drama. She got an A. She's acting. This is going to be, this ad cannot go wrong.
Okay, that was good.
Yeah.
I need more energy, quicker.
Okay.
You get it?
Yeah. So game.
Cut. Do that again, quicker.
Well, Malika has a GCSE in drama. She shouldn't be finding this that difficult.
Let's do it one more time. And Malika, tiny bit more energy.
Her face. Total more energy.
We was looking to do more of a video basing around the fact that it warms things up. See, it's not too late to change.
We'll switch it all out.
It's fine. We'll switch it around.
Oh, thank God. Thank God it's not too late to change. But that is, I am not sure that in previous episodes we would have seen them being able to change it. I think it's because it's the last episode that they're allowing it. But that would have been dreadful as a, yeah, your business is called Domesticool, but your advert talks about heating up the home. Yes, you could swing it as, we want to talk about the secondary use that actually a lot of people don't realise that's really key. And actually, with global warming, we've got hotter summers and cooler winters. So heating is important as well. But you do want to talk about the first core thing it does, which is cooling, unsurprisingly. At least it be switched around really easily. So well done, Liam and Nadia and Mia for adapting.
These are definitely ingredients you don't see on pizzas and something that you can't get anywhere else.
I don't look at that and think that's an Indian on a pizza. If anything, the chickpeas look like sweet corn. I'm sure it tastes lovely, but it doesn't look like a curry. on a pizza, which I get. I've already said it. It's not technically a curry on a pizza, but still, it doesn't look enough like it for me. And yeah, I don't know why they're making a new curry anyway. They've got loads.
What is this?
The Taj Mahal.
I think the Taj Mahal is a little bit random.
What is this? Yeah, agreed, Frederick. I didn't know either. So you're not on your own there, mate. I didn't realise that was a Taj Mahal, and it is a bit random. You're right.
I'm a bit of an old fart when it comes to this. Right, so let's have a look around.
Next for Dean.
You can come over to here.
Why every year do they like obsessively build this kind of VR world? Like in previous years, been like Roblox. I feel like such a fucking boomer saying that shit. Oh god, Roblox. Fucking hell. I'm not that old. I can't even use that as an excuse. Roblox. They do like a Roblox showroom. Previous, like I remember there being a gym one, and it was just a bit shit. What is the obsession with it? No one's impressed by this. This isn't real. This isn't also what it could be real. This is never going to exist. So why would you need a game to play around in? What? I don't get it. I feel like such a boomer saying that, but I just don't get it. Why?
And Johnny, if you could switch over to the video editing.
Bless Johnny. I feel like he's a little bit on the outside here. Maybe just be the edit, but we haven't really seen him contribute much at all. Full stop this episode. And I just feel he's just been moved teased because he wants Mia on this team. So he's just shoving Johnny, go over there. Get away from me. Like I don't need you anymore. Just feels a bit harsh, but that's the way they could crumble sometimes, so
I think you could drop the beginning part of this drone shot and it could just go, oh, what a game.
I'm going to disagree, I can't lie, because it needs to set the scene of where they are.
We can we slow down the tempo as I pick it up?
Probably be better not to, if I'm honest.
There's no point the other two being there. Amber Rose is just going to decide whatever she wants. I think she's made the wrong calls here. I think they were right about particularly the pull on the pizza. The pizza is the centre bit of the advert. You need more time on it, especially if you think it looks good. Like, if it doesn't look good, don't include it at all. But if you think it looks good, it needs to be a slow kind of pull out to demonstrate kind of what you're selling.
Who wants to do the voiceover? I'm happy to do it.
Yeah, I'll do it. I probably could do everything anyway, so you guys can just fuck off.
When I first started the business, no one really believed in it.
Ain't no one believing us. God did. Ain't nobody believing us. Lord Sugar did.
Have you ever wondered what could happen if your two favourite teams fused together?
What?
Oh my god, okay, right. The start as they pull back, the Indian style pizza that's black text just disappears. Basic error.
I'm speechless.
Yeah, me too. It's fucking shit, isn't it?
The football stadium does feel random.
Yeah, no, I completely appreciate the randomness of the football ground. But I think, ultimately we try to tie it in as much as possible.
The only thing that I get from that is potentially producers said they had to do it at a football ground. Because that is not, why did you use a football ground? Yeah, no, I totally get that. Yeah, I know. But we made it work. We made it work. Yeah. Well, that doesn't really answer the question, does it? Like, lovely you made it work, but I didn't ask, did you make it work? I asked, why the fuck did you choose a football ground? Producer interference? I suspect so.
Come in!
There he is.
There he is.
Domesticool.
I love the Domesticool bit at the end. Domesticool. I like that. That's good. It was incredibly wooden. Johnny was right. It really, really wooden. Definitely felt a little bit close to the line on call a plumber in. Can't pay you. I quite liked it. Again, it's another one of Liam's quite charming, funny ads that you're not going to buy anything because of it, but it's quite funny. Keeps them in your head. So.
Nice.
Oh, blimey, yeah.
Oh, blimey, yeah. If this video gets 100 likes, I will go and somehow get one of these Bombay pizzas and do a mukbang eating it. I will do that, genuinely. So 100 likes. And while you're down there hitting that like button, make sure you tell me what series we need to watch next.
What's great about dark kitchens is the scalability aspect. There are low overhead costs.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up, Alan. We're trying to listen here. Bloody hell. Like, Malika needs to fucking calm down. Gee.
Not sure it's all that unique. Big brands have actually taken that mainstream.
You think it's been done before?
I think it has. Papa John's has just released their tandoori range.
It's just an advert for fucking Papa John's now then. Yeah, we've actually done that already. and we're a big brand, so yeah, it's definitely been done before. Yeah, by one of the big brands, us. Yeah. Fuck off, Papa John's. Your pizzas aren't that nice, and you're way overpriced.
Come in!
Oh, it's roasting in here. You need clothes, right?
I like everyone's reaction. Everyone's reaction to Liam coming in is, they've got their own reaction, but everyone has a reaction to Liam entering. Like, oh, cheeky chappy.
If we was to go through that, you'll be meted by me.
Meted. Oh, me and Lord Sugar, the same humour. Ah! No.
Right there in the room. So you can see what it looks like at home.
Yeah, I'm not sure it's going to work in this massive fucking arena, Tim. Maybe this is why he doesn't have a lordship or isn't a baron. He's trying to use AR in a massive hall that's not lit in the kind of the corners. Simple error, mate. Simple error.
Where's he going? Wait, where are you going?
Hey, where are you going? Come back here!
Yeah, I suggested we went to the football ground, based on the fact that two things are fusing together, and just imagining what would happen if your two favourite teams fused together.
Actually, sorry, I've thought about this a bit. Would it be a good thing if your favourite teams fused together? I'm not sure it would. I support Arsenal. When I was younger, I was accused of being a glory hunter supporting Arsenal. I wish. No matter glory that team's had. Yeah. Although they did well against Real Madrid, so can't fault them there. Quite like Aldershot. I quite like Bayern Munich. I think Bayern Munich have a really interesting way of playing that's very kind of team focused. I wouldn't want them to mix with Arsenal. I don't want that. I can't really think of anyone who would want that either. So no, I don't want my two favourite teams to merge, actually.
I think Dean is a fantastic bloke. What you see is what you get with Dean.
It's not smoke and mirrors with Dean. He's a top bloke.
I think Anisa has been the standout candidate, in my opinion.
I have been with Anisa from the beginning, from day one. We've worked together a lot. And honestly, she has just stood out every single week.
This is just glazing time. There's literally no value to this bit at all other than just to glaze.
But profits of £20,000 or £30,000 a year is of no interest to me.
Oh, well, I mean, if he's not interested in smaller profits, then the next 10 minutes of this fucking show are pointless, because Anisa's scaling is at best going to take time, and at the moment she's not making hundreds of thousands of pounds in profit, whereas we know Dean is. So this is all very academic. Unless he decides he doesn't care about the profit as much as he's saying he does now, this whole thing is pointless, because Dean's profits are way bigger and could be scaled to way bigger, whereas Anisa's can only ever scale to a certain level, especially in a short time frame.
Yeah. Not try to address offices and things like that.
Yeah, so at the moment, 90% of my work is domestic.
I actually think the commercial market is overrated in this, because yes, absolutely, there's a need for commercial, but there's already a lot of players in that market. And what's your USP, really? You don't have the commercial relationships, and sure, Alan might be able to bring them, but also he might not be able to. So, I think domestic makes sense. And then you can always, do commercial as a secondary prospect. And, the name isn't going to be enough. But if you just go, oh, yeah, no, we do it domestically. We don't do it internationally. We are Britain's domestic air conditioner. Like, it's not that difficult to pivot a little bit. I think given where his expertise lies, I think that makes perfect sense to focus on the kind of the home and the residential market.
For example, if I went to Pizza Hut or Domino's, I wouldn't necessarily trust them in making authentic toppings.
So what is in the dark kitchen then?
So with dark kitchen, you only need one person there, because the ingredients are all cooked beforehand by professional chefs.
It's interesting because she's bringing up the fact that they wouldn't use authentic toppings, but she's already said earlier that, like, tikka masala, for example, isn't authentic. So I feel like that's a big risk. She's going down this route of kind of like both it's authentic and it's not authentic at the same time. And I still hate the dark kitchen model.
Why is your business a better proposition to me than hers?
Because mine's future-proof. We're getting hotter summers.
Fact.
People are trying to save money on their bills.
Fact. I think he's right. I think he is right. I think his business has better profit margins. Well, maybe not better, but has better prospects, and is is just a growing market. Food is always going to be there, sure, but it's a luxury, and fundamentally air conditioning is moving from luxury to closer to essential, particularly like more heat pumps and things like that. It's just part of a broader spectrum of things that British homes are going to need. I don't have air conditioning and I have no plans to get it, but fundamentally, in 10 years' time, I'll probably regret saying that.
It comes up the top rated in my area.
And I'm the top rated pizza in my area.
This is now getting to a point of just like dick swinging, and I don't like it. And it feels like Anisa started it there, to be honest. Like, well, what makes you special? No, don't go down that route. Like, you're both competent and capable. You both got good businesses, but fundamentally, his makes a lot more money. A lot more money. That's what sets you two apart. You're both great, but don't come for each other like that.
I am the best at what I do.
So am
and
I.
I've proven it.
I've also proved
It's in
it.
black and white.
I don't like this. It's just very up yourself. Like, I've got awards for this too. Like, yeah, okay, sure, you've got awards for this, but okay, great. That's not really what you're talking about. You asked him what makes his business unique. In his sector, he's award-winning. He is the best at what he does. He's not saying you're not the best at what you do, because what you do are two separate things. It's such a stupid argument. But there's just more money in his business.
Final pitch to me of why I should choose you as my business partner.
I said earlier, I think, given that profit's important to Lord Sugar, Dean's got it, to be honest. But we'll see. Let me know in the comments who you thought was going to win. And while you're down there, let me know what the next series we need to react to is. Please.
So,
I'm finding this really difficult.
Dean, you're going to be my business partner.
Told you.
My kids are going to be over the moon. I'm sure they're going to be the most popular kids in school.
I'm not sure. Is that how it works? I wish my dad went on the Apprentice. If that's how you get to be popular at school, is your dad wins the Apprentice. Fucking hell! If only I'd known that.